Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name's Wes, What's That Faction, and we are talking updates this week. We have a lot has happened in Warhammer. We got Bolt Gun 2 a video dropped. We also have we got the Deathwatch kill team, and they have two sheets out, Decimus and Aquila kill teams, which honestly the Aquila kill team is kind of a crazy name because we also have Pestis Aquilons. Then the Arbites have the Aquila ability that they can do once per game as well. So the Agents faction looks all types of crazy, except Aquilons aren't agents, though I think they should be, because Astra Militarum and Imperial Navy and Imperial Naval Breachers, well, at least the Tempestons, at least, it should be thrown into the Imperial Agents. And the Sanctifiers don't have the Ordo Hereticus keyword, which I think they should. Anyway, tomorrow is the release for the pre-order for the new Ultramarines. The Honor Guard looks so awesome, and I can't wait to get my hands on them. GW also dropped the character sheets, the cards for Marneus Calgar, and it's confirmed you can have two different Calgars, Terminator or Gravis armor, which is pretty cool. It's actually really cool. You can only have one of them in the game though, kind of like the Blade Champion or Emperor's Champion. Then there's also, oh my god, I can't remember his name, but the other character, the leader of the Honor Guard, oh my god, I gotta look it up because I literally forgot his name, and I can't believe I forgot his name. So it is Canto Sicarius, right? Like a whole minute wasted trying to figure out Canto's name. Anyway, we got Canto's Sicarius's card also, and we got the card for the new Honor Guard as well. And the Honor Guard, the Vitrix Honor Guard, much like the Space Wolves Head Takers, the Blood Angel Sanguinary Guard, or the Dark Angel's Inner Circle Companions, can be taken in 3s or 6, which, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know the reason I want to get them all is for, well, my own Deathwatch Honor Guard, and mix those units up to have like very unique looking Blade Guard. What else do we have in Warhammer news? We got the Ultramarines, we got Bolt Gun 2, we got the Deathwatch now kill team dropped. Oh yeah, the Necron kill team dropped as well for their new Geomancer or whatever it's called on their rolls. And I want to say that's like most of the Warhammer news that I can think of this week. We also got some Dungeons and Dragons news. Wizards of the Coast has released a free adventure available on their website. They've also released more about the Forgotten Realms in a couple articles, like what classes are available, but we already kind of knew that if you were up to like following the playtest. Then we have the new Forgotten Realms book that comes out on November 15th. If you have a Master Tier subscription, should be available November 2nd or November 1st. Now that book's going to include 8 subclasses. Bummer that we don't get 12. Sorry Warlocks, sorry Monks, sorry Druids, and I'm missing a class here. We get the Fighter, we get the Rogue, we get the Wizard, we get the Sorcerer, we get the Paladin, we get the Cleric, we get the Bard, we don't get a Barbarian. So, sorry to those guys. However, we also get 40 plus feats. So I'm like, okay, as far as feats go, how am I gonna break those out? Like, it was easy. Like, Helliana's Guide was actually broken down into combat feats and harvesting feats. I know there's gonna be faction related feats, and probably like you can take this feat if you have that feat. Sort of how they did the Dragonlance ones and their different factions of initiate the High Sorcerers and the Knights. So I'm assuming that we'll see something like that, We're gonna get backgrounds, and those backgrounds are probably gonna be not that much different than the Sword Coast Adventurers guide that gave us like the Harpers, the Emerald Enclave, the Fist, all of those guys, you know? And maybe even the Cult of the Dragon, or the Cult of the Ball, whatever, you know, the Ball list from like Baldur's Gate 3. We're gonna get the Guild probably as well. This point kind of just speculation, but if they're kind of updating old stuff, like we saw with the Banneret Fighter, which was formerly known as the Purple Dragon Knight, we'll probably get some of those old backgrounds updated, and some of those feats are going to be background feats, and then they're going to be general feats after that. And then we'll be getting, following those, we'll be getting the species from Astarians, which is going to have more feats, a couple species options for Dampiers. I feel like it's going to be something close to, the feats are going to be something close to like the transformations from Grimhollow. Maybe we'll get more than just Astarian, like vampires. Maybe we'll get an update to the Reborn as well. I don't think they would include an update to the Hexblood in that book though. However, they do in the Lorwyn, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, the Fey one, say that there's going to be species in that, and how to like play other species. I'm guessing those species are those that aren't from Magic the Gathering, but are probably more like the Satyr, the Fairy, possibly the Hexblood, maybe even the Eladrin. From those, maybe even the Shadowkai, because those are all considered Fae as well as the Changeling. Sorry, Changeling's going to be an Eberron, but those are all considered Fae, at least by creature type currently in D&D. So we have that. Now, the big news this week is PAX ID badges should have gone out. If you are going to PAX Unplugged this year, I will see you there, hopefully. I know last year was my first time ever going to a PAX. I got to meet Ted from Nerd Immersion and Captain Robert, who's like always streaming on Twitch all the time. Ted was like one of my inspirations for starting my YouTube channel, and because like I remember I was watching him make a video about his deck, like he was building a deck for his house, and I'm like, yep, at this point I kind of will just watch anything Ted would do. So here's to hoping you guys feel that way with me. I don't know why you would, but if you do, awesome, I love you. And that's so yeah, hopefully this year I meet some more people. Like I know I missed Cinderblock's Alley last year because I only went on one day, but this year I'm going on 3 days. Hopefully I get to get my hands on some Necromunda stuff that's not sold in stores anywhere. Like I know last year I saw one of the High Lords of Necromunda, not Helena, but the other so-called princess or monarch of the desert. What's her name? I can't remember her name right now. And that'll take a bit to look up. You know, I guess I could talk about... No, I already talked about the Deathwatch. That talked about them enough. Actually, I have about 1,000 points of Space Marines, right? If I just played straight Deathwatch. I could rearrange my Decimus kill team. I could play the Decimus kill team along with my veterans. Oh, that's what I'm so happy about. That they kept the veterans, at least for now. Who knows when 11th edition starts, they'll probably be gone and thrown into Legends. Or they might not even make it into Legends. They'll just be like, just make sure your guys with Infernus Heavy Bolters and or frag cannons are put on 40 mils, because everyone else is already on a 32. They're Space Marines. We won't get the option for Black Shield Blades anymore. They'll just be the guy with the combat knife. We'll have the Xenophase Blade is only available to take in a 10-man group, which is very upsetting because a lot of my older models have the Xenophase Blade. In fact, if I would have known like that before, which the issue with GW kits all the time is that the Xenophase Blade, or they don't tell you, like they They give you all the options on how to build stuff, but don't let you know what's valid in game until you get the book or the cards, which are pain. Like if you get a Necromunda kit and you build them with all the special weapons, half those you can't even take right away because you won't have the points for them or anything. So there's that. It's like if you actually bought a Mutilative Vortex Beast and you decide to build the other kit option from it, which is the like corn related monster, doesn't exist in 40k at all. Like, you can literally build something that's unplayable, which is not fun at all. Then there's, I'm trying to think of what else at the moment. Oh, I am continuing to paint up my, well, not even my Witcher set. I finished Foglit yesterday, and I don't know what this thing is called, but I'll be working on it sometime this week. So might not see any like main focus Warhammer videos except talking head ones like this, possibly. I still haven't touched my Terminators yet. I still have an entire box of Seraphon, 3 different kits from my Daughters of Cain, the Winged Girls, the Snaketail Girls, and the guys on horses. I have a squad of Arbitas left and a squad of agents that I still have to build. I have over 100 minis primed and not painted, and so yeah, I think that's about everything now that I've talked about. Really excited to go out and try playing some of this Deathwatch this Sunday at my local game store. Alright, at this point I'm just talking about nothing. Sorry guys. I've been Wes, Where's the Fun? That's it for the news this week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and bye!